come from a large military family. My father-in-law is 95 years old, General Hagan. He's a retired two-star general in the Marine Corps. My dad and brother were both in the Navy. My husband's a Vietnam veteran, having served in the Navy. I met him at Wake Forest Law School, where he was going to law school on the GI Bill. I also have 2 nephews currently in the military right now. One's a fighter pilot based in Goldsboro at Seymour Johnson, who flies the F-15 Strike Eagle. Another nephew's a Navy SEAL, so I hear firsthand what's going on in this war. But I truly believe we've got to end this war. We've got to have a diplomatic surge. We have to have benchmarks and accountability. We need to draw down the troops in Iraq, redeploy them to Afghanistan, catch Osama bin Laden and the other terrorists. Refereeing this Iraqi civil war. And we need to be sure that we never use our men and women as political pawns in this fight. Yes. And also, we are spending $11 billion a month on a war that is not making America any safer. And we've got to do something about this economy. We need an economic plan that makes college affordable, takes care of our veterans, and makes health care available for small businesses and individuals in North Carolina. We've got to have that as a priority. Yes. The goal talks a lot about experience in Major League Clout. Well, I want you to consider this. After 40 years in Washington, experience the Liddy Dole is just a way of doing business. And it's a way of doing business that puts special interests and their lobbyists before you and your family. And it's a way of doing business that rewards companies that send North Carolina jobs overseas. And it's a way of doing business that continues to give $17 billion in tax incentives to the big oil and gas companies. And it's a way of doing business that's built an economy structured around benefiting big companies to the detriment of working families. That kind of experience has done nothing to lower the cost of gas, nothing to take care of our veterans, nothing to help North Carolina families send their kids to college, and nothing to help small businesses provide health insurance for their employees. We have got to do better. We need somebody who has worked across party lines and stopped the partisan bickering and can get something done in this country. I have one child who graduated from Duke and another one currently at Chapel Hill. I know how to mediate partisan differences. And I pledge to do that when I go to the U.S. Senate. You know, I'm not asking you to take my word on how ineffective Liddy Dole has been, and I'm not going to ask you to take my word on how effective I can be, but I have a 10-year record in the North Carolina State Senate. You look at my record. I have chaired the Budget Committee for 5 years, and we've balanced that budget. We control our spending, and we invest in priorities like raising teacher pay, raising the minimum wage, making sure that North Carolina is the best state in which to do business. And we balance our budget. We have a AAA credit rating. We're one of the handful of states that has that. We're also one of, I think, 2 states that has an overfunded pension plan. We do things right in North Carolina, and I want to go to the U.S. Senate to continue that. I was a working mom who thought government needed a voice like mine. Well, I am still that same person, although I'm no longer running soccer car pools while talking to the governor on my cell phone. But I am worried that the world that my children and future grandchildren will inherit will be in worse shape than the world I inherited from my mom Jeanette and my dad Joe. But y'all, it's not all doom and gloom, and our best days are certainly not behind us as long as we start turning this country around right this minute.
That's right.
Elect somebody who was born here, raised a family here, worked here, and spends a lot more time in Chatham, Caldwell, and Craven County than the Watergate in Washington, D.C. And support. give Miss Liddy Gull that pair of ruby red
Send
slippers.